Let's be honest, getting old sucks. For most people, getting old really means anything past the age of 25. Everyone kind of likes you when you're in your early 20s, but after 25, you're expected to have responsibilities, you can't handle your hangovers anymore, and just all around, it sounds like not the best time.
Sean, it's time to go.
What?
Hey, drink up, come downstairs.
Why is this on? That's right, I'm 25 now, which means I'm old. And to celebrate me being old, I decided to do something I haven't done in years by recreating my 21st bar crawl. But this year I didn't want it to just be another bar crawl. You know, jumping just from bar to bar, forgetting about the last one, and have your one drink and move on. I wanted it to be something special. I wanted to add spice. Luckily for me, I would get a spur of inspiration when my sister and I would travel down to Melbourne for Christmas last year. While we were there, we ended up in this little town called Bendigo. Now, if you haven't heard of Bendigo, Bendigo is not important. But what is important is this man here, old Papa Fox. Now, Papa Fox is important to this story because of something called the Bendigo Mile. Now, I've only discovered this through my grandfather and his cousins, but from what they tell me is that every day after they would finish work, they would exit the factories and go down to the first pub of this mile. From there, they'd start with one drink, then they'd move on to the next and they'd have two. Then they'd move on to the next and they'd have four. And so on until eventually they got to 64 drinks. However, despite his best efforts and putting his kidney and liver on the line every day, my grandfather never finished the Bendigo Mile, always coming up short. So this year, I was going to take up the mantle and succeed where he failed. With our party hats on, drinks in hand, we were ready to get the party started with a...
I was meant to twist it the other way. It's like pop.
Heading out for prees, everyone was just feeling good. Now you might also notice that everyone in this video just looks a bit different. And that's all thanks to the theme we had chosen for the night. So the theme for the night was rhyme without reason. For example, we had Uncle Chad and Girl Dad, we had the Twat and the Rat, and of course, we had 25 and the Beehive. After some quick shots and some more harassment from Uncle Chad, we were ready to go. First task of the night, super simple, just simply get a selfie with me. Wanted to see everyone's outfits, get them all lined up, and everyone looked incredible. Other than that, nothing too crazy happened here. We played some pool, had some laughs, and the bartender put a duck in my drink? Weird, but okay. Next bar!
The ducks are everywhere!
Okay, and now onto Rick's. We all rocked into Rick's, ready to go for our second challenge, and I think Beck sums it up best.
What did you do? I'm going to tell you a little bit of hot goss. Was that zoomed in? Because I don't like my nose.
No, zoomed way out.
The hot goss is none of your business!
Where are we and why, Sean? This was
We're at Blutes now because Rick's is bad.
You've been blacklisted.
Yeah, I don't know. I kept showing up with ducks. at Rick's.
Love the ducks.
No, I know they love the ducks.
As I was saying, onto our second bar, Blutes. I set everyone the challenge here to get a selfie with a stranger where I got these lovely photos. Other than that, we had a pretty chill time. We did some karaoke, got another duck in my drink. This guy got me a present of chipping my tooth. And Uncle Chad got kicked out for filming.
Is this not okay? Legitimately? No, you're not allowed to film inside a lot. No, but legitimately, we're both out.
Next bar.
You're fucking joking.
I just got here. I don't know what's happening.
You don't know where the ducks are being.
I just got here.
This is fucking ridiculous.
I'm not part of this.
No, I'm sure there's not another duck.
Where's my duck?
Finally, at the halfway point, we ended up in one of my favorite bars in the valley, Alfred and Constance. I gave everyone the task of texting me just like their ex, which led to these beautiful examples.
Can we
I
just
hate
cuddle?
you. Please, baby. I'm so
Say
thirsty
what
for
happened. You abandoned me. You want a link?
I miss your body.
Nah, haha, kid.
Hey, BB, send feed pics. I'm drunk.
Unless.
Are those toes free later tonight?
Other than that, not a lot else happened. There was lots of chatting.
What's your favourite sex position?
Doggy style.
What's yours? With you.
Drinking. Someone passed out in a gutter.
I ran into a wall.
And of course, another duck in my drink. On to the next bar.
Hey, is that the place? Yeah, this guy keeps It's like really unsettling.
I guess as everyone was getting drunk, everyone was getting a little weird.
What did you do?
I sat in the grass for half an hour because I couldn't open my eyes.
Oh, you weren't at the last venue, but you're back.
Hello.
There's no eggs in there, sir. Leave me alone.
Stay away.
Wow, that felt successful.
I am good. How are you? This is Sean. Not Sean. Sean's birthday. This is.
At this point, I was getting sick and tired of these ducks.
Oh no. Why is there a duck in here?
How does that keep happening?
This is keep happening.
And then after that, we just played some shuffle, and I was given one of the best gifts of all time.
Hey Sean, is it a love demo or are you just excited to see me?
I feel like it's a bit of both.
I don't know what to do with this for the rest of the night.
So in between Oki and the next bar, I came to the realization that maybe I shouldn't have pre-drinks so hard for this event. Because even though I'm only at 28 drinks at this point, that's not counting the 10 or so drinks I had just to prepare for the night. At this point, drunk me just decides to ditch the plan. Let's go dance. After some very intoxicated dancing, Uncle Chad pulled me off the dance floor and told me it was time to go home, as one of our roommates was, to put it lightly, sick. And honestly, I was happy for the out. At my age, it must be a mortal sin or something to be out past 2 a.m. So I was just happy to get in the Uber and get on home. And while I had failed just like my grandfather did before me, I can take solace in knowing that I made it just as far as he did. Maybe even further. His memory was always a little fuzzy towards the end of his stories, but that's alright, because all in all, I had an amazing night with just the best people, and I'm never gonna do it again.
Happy birthday, dear Sean. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Happy birthday.
Yeah, fuck you.
Happy birthday, Sean. We love you. No, we don't.
It's happy birthday, Sean.
Happy birthday, Sean.
That counts. I did it. I did the thing.
Don't even squeak right. They don't even. No!